I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Frank. This the Frank Show. Fucking with a real nigga.
I'm off the leash. This ain't no Kit Kat. I got bitches begging for a piece. I got some niggas begging for a feet. I got some youngins really in the street. I'm off the leash. Thought it was over with the Tennessee. I'ma keep dropping on your TV. I'ma make sure a nigga get sick to their stomach every time a nigga see me. I'm fresh off the leash, foam at the mouth, and all the nigga knowing now just to eat. Keep on grinding, keep on shining the rooster. That's all the OGs and still in me. Ran off of some plugs, I owe a few P's. But hot as a bitch, come put me to sleep. On the daily, a nigga been ducking police. Big rooster, a dog, man, shake off the leash. This ain't no Kit Kat. I got bitches begging for a piece. I got some niggas begging for a feet. I got some youngins really in the street. I'm off the leash. I bat a bitch off on her leg. She say she a rider, will hop on the pig. My gang in the street, I was standing too late. They told me about little less time in the shell. I'm at Marin 2015, waiting on them. Fisherman hook 'em, I got me a catfish. She been it over, you know I'm a stand. Big booty bitch, who a little booty bitch. My hands on her ass, you know I'm a grand. This ain't no Kit Kat. I got bitches begging for a piece. I got some niggas begging for a piece.
Oh yeah, this where I'm at, 3515 Townsend Avenue. You want some good grub, come holler at your girl, you know how I do.
Come here, man. Your homegirl told y'all the dog and all that shit, but bitch, I'm off the leash. Nah, for real, baby. No cap, though, for real.
On 3515 Townsend, you know what it is. You should want some drink?
Nah, I already got a beer.
A beer be cool.
Yeah, man, look. All you weed smokers, all that shit, man. I got this motherfucker shit, look. Hey, for you freaky motherfuckers.
On deck.
Hello, girl. Oh yeah, nigga, rest in peace to TP, you feel me? Rest in peace TP, rest in peace Pooh. You know what I'm saying? You know some real niggas? There's some real niggas though. Prayers for their family, you know what I'm saying? It's a hella hard time for everybody right now. I don't know, like shit. Then my homeboy just lost his damn daddy last night. Shit. My condolences to every family, you know what I'm saying? From lost this shit real. Like 2014, nigga, I had got locked up and shit like that. This when all that shit was really jumping, like all that shit was jumping the fuck up. So like, we had some differences and shit with them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, my condolences to the family and shit. Them was some real niggas. Like you get a motherfucker, like you get credit where credit due at. You know what I'm saying? Like on some grown shit. Like nigga, I can honestly say like when we had those differences and shit, and I can talk about all that shit, cause this shit is old. Like nigga, this shit like is past tense. Like shit, you know, we was wilding and shit, doing everything what, you know what I'm saying, what a lot of motherfuckers be rapping about. We was doing all that shit like that. But in the mix of all that, like 2014, I got caught up and shit on some bullshit. Had to go do 3 years. And the first month, I don't know why. I think the law did the shit. Cause they know we was out here beefing and shit. We out here tripping and shit, you know what I'm saying? ENT 1400 beefing and all that shit like that. I go right to the back. They sent me the FF10. Nigga, when I get back there, I'm brushing my teeth. Nigga, first motherfucker I see, Big TP. Rest in peace. That's why I say this. I'm finna explain to you why I say this a real motherfucker. Because look, when you locked up, all them straps, you ain't got them straps, you got these motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying? That showed the difference between boys and men, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get back there, you ain't got no option, you know what I'm saying? Got a box. So shit, I go in FF10, this where they got me in there. It's some white boys in there motherfucking and everything. It's like 2 white boys in there. And I think it's 2 white boys in there and Lil Julian. Larry brother, you know what I'm saying? Lil Julian. He was in that bitch. Okay, TP coming that hoe. And like we did all this bullshit, mind this, bro. We did all this bullshit, like beefing wild and shit like that. So nigga, you gotta hold your ground on some shit, because nigga, when I was out in the street, I was talking about ENT, fuck y'all and all that shit like that. So now it's time to stand on that shit. And nigga, like shit, what I said, Julian was on the bottom and shit like that. So nigga, I come in there, mind this, bro. Like the laws just kicked my door. And it's the same house that my nigga Frank stayed at. Like, you know what I'm saying? They came after us. So we like, this time I was staying with my moms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom. I love my mama to death. Like, nigga, the laws came and kicked the door in. Fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? So they took me to jail. Like I said, it's 4 motherfuckers in FF10. TP in this motherfucker. But I ain't see him till, like, I go in that motherfucker, look, but I done put my mat down. I go to brushing my teeth because I was sick as a bitch, bro. I got the throwing up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, what the, like, they was tripping, the law was tripping, nigga. I was like, shit, I'm finna get fucked up. I got some real serious felonies type shit. So, I'm in the motherfucking cell. And like I said, nigga, we was beat, like, in the middle of all that beef shit. Okay, boom. I go in there, I'm brushing my teeth. I spit in the toilet, you know what I'm saying? They had a clothesline hanging up. Nigga, I look up, boom, TP standing right there. He like, what up? You know what I'm saying? I ain't fabricating on none of this shit. Like, nigga, he was like, what up? I was like, shit, what up? You know what I'm saying? Boom. He tried to slide me. You know what I'm saying? He tried to slide me. And if the man was still alive, bro, he'd tell you the same shit. Cause I'm not trying to be no big person. I'm just telling you, this is why I fuck with this nigga. Okay, like shit, he tried to slide me. He missed that first one. Boom, I come back and catch. You know what I'm saying? Then we blended. We in that motherfucker blended. We trade them. You know what I'm saying? And then Lil Julian run up. Boom. Cause like shit, there was some shit going on in the street, you know what I'm saying, at that time, where they was kind of into it with us and shit like that. So Julian covered that bitch. Julian hit me with like a 3-piece, 2-piece, 3-piece, boom. Nigga, all I see is motherfucking purple, orange, every color like a rainbow. Nigga, I see all the colors, boom. Alright, so boom, they run out that motherfucker. And Tyson was in that bitch, Trey G brother. So he was like, man, y'all ain't finna jump, little ROO, man, go in there and fade, go in there and fade. Okay, boom. I done came out my clothes and shit now. I'm in my boxers and shit. I'm coming out the cell and shit now. TP was the only one that came back in that bitch and ran it with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? We caught that shit. We caught the fade, bro. We went to the 6 and all that shit like that. That's on some real boss shit. We the motherfucker caught that bitch. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying? We went our different ways and shit around that motherfucker. But eventually, like, before he even went to the pen, this is the first time going to the pen. My first time going too. We both in that bitch nervous because we ain't never been. We just been county boys and shit like that. So me and him ended up being cellies and shit. I was like, man, come on in here, folks. Cause I done kicked all these white boys up out of my shit. I was like, man, yeah, y'all get up out of there. Dude, it was a white nigga in there. This nigga feet was funky as a motherfucker. I made this nigga take a shower like 4 times. He came back in there every time, bro. Shit still stinking. I was like, bro, take these goddamn. I said, man, did you wash your feet? So I ended up kicking all these motherfuckers up out the cell, and it's just me in there. And then I see TP, cause Julian got pulled, chain pulled and shit like that. He didn't really have nobody in that bitch. So I was like, nigga, come on in here, fuck with me. I ain't had nobody in there either. So I was like, shit, fuck with me, folks. Boom, we the motherfucker linked up, and nigga, the first night he came in that bitch, they pulled his chain. We was in that bitch spread. We talk about the ENT14 party and shit like that. I done got on the phone. He called home. And shit. He was talking to motherfucking Toya. And you can ask Toya that shit. He was on the phone with Toya and Lil TP. So shit, boom, I jump on that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, all that beef shit, that shit dead. But shit, really, I just be out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like, nigga, well, whatever going on, you know what I'm saying? I don't pick sides on none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just stay out the way. I'm focused on being a daddy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been a hoe ass nigga, like, especially on some shit that I, like, that's my seed, you know what I'm saying? I watched that girl come out of her mama, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta take care of responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here working, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got a good little job and shit. I'm gonna stay on it. I get dirty and shit like that, but hell, gotta, you know what I'm saying? When you got a mouth to feed, bro, when you got people that depend on you, you gotta motherfucking get out there and do that shit. So I got this little job. I do little oil rig parts and shit. I make them hoes get dirty and shit like that. But hey, I like it though. You know what I'm saying?